My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
Governor Rick Perry was Secretary of Energy and knows a thing or two about, well, many things, but I will just say nuclear power, enriched uranium, and what's wrong with our story. So we've got Rick Perry. Rick, thank you for this on a Saturday.
Hey,
it's been a while
since
since
my
we
brother.
talked.
It's good. Yeah, it has been a while.
Matt?
I'm remiss in not being on your TV or your radio. So let's make it up this morning.
Well, sure, and we get you back on the TV. So I came across this article from Pompeo, Mike Pompeo. It's up on Fox Digital a couple days ago. America First Energy Strategy, blah, blah, it talks about. And he's really talking about, in this case, nuclear power. So let me just read. 18% of our electricity is derived from nuclear power. And I think you'd agree, Rick, it's gaining ground now. You've got like 3 Mile Island's going to be renovated, and big pockets like Microsoft are starting to invest in it. But here's the thing I didn't get. 1/3 of enriched uranium, which goes into nuclear power, 1/3 of enriched uranium comes from Russia?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I probably should, because we had a nuclear strategy. We'd have these documents we'd put out when we were in the White House. Really? 1/3?
Yeah, it's it's not unlike the renewable side of things. Whenever people get up and talk about, oh, renewables are great, but when you really dig down into it, you find that most of those rare earth minerals that you have to develop either solar panels or to work in some of the other areas of renewables come from China. So these two are great examples of why U.S. innovation needs to be what we're incentivizing. We don't need to be incentivizing building more wind plants. We don't need to be incentivizing building more solar plants. We need to be incentivizing building, in my opinion, small modular reactors, which use fuels that we develop here in the United States, whether it's molten salt or whether it's some of the other technologies. It's it's non-weapons grade materials. You have a lot less waste issues with it. There's American technology. We've always led the world, Larry, and I'm telling you, if we have a president of the United States, which Donald Trump will be, that is a believer in America first and in American technology and American innovation, there is nothing that we can't do. And you're seeing a lot of states now, including my home state of Texas, that are really focused on these small modular reactors. And they're again, walk away safe, economically feasible, and you don't even have to have them wired into the grid. Let's say you want to build a big AI facility, a big data center, and you need X numbers of gigawatts of power. You can put these in place. They're low profile. They're, again, walk away safe, and you will lead the world in whatever you're doing because you have the available 24/7 baseload power that these SMRs are able to deliver. So that's the real key, in my opinion, is you get the Trump administration in place. You have a Secretary of Energy that's just a legitimate, mature, thoughtful, visionary individual, and a Congress that will work with you. And Larry Kudlow, I'm telling you, there is no limit to where we can go developing power, not just for the United States, but literally for the world, that will take all of these old, inefficient, coal-burning, nasty plants that, the environmentalists all rage about what's happening to the environment. Yet they will not let American liquefied natural gas be sent around the world to displace these old plants. They are frauds on their face, not unlike the current vice president that's running for president. I mean, an absolute fraud when it comes to energy policy. She hates fossil fuels. She's got a record of being against fossil fuels. And I think, if you got two brain synapses to run together, you understand that she is not going to be a friend of fossil fuels, that the power situation is going to get worse. We're going to be power deficient, energy deficient in this country, and we don't have to be that way. So I didn't mean to get on my soapbox this morning, but I'll step off of it here a minute. I'm telling you, this energy is the single most important thing in this election. Everything is tied to it. The economy is tied to it. National defense is tied to it.
Inflation.
Your quality of life.
Inflation is tied to it.
Human flourishing. All of that is tied to energy. And if you don't get that right, nothing else matters.
Wow. Love it when you talk like that, Rick Perry. Just love it. Thank you for this.
All right. Love you, brother. Take care of yourself. Best to your family.
Yeah, best to Anita. Take care of yourself.